colored pencils. All right, get a good set, make sure they're sharpened and ready to rock. If you haven't watched the other tutorials, make sure you get up to this point with markers and chalk. And remember, we're using two-sided vellum paper. All right, so let's say you've got your basic design here. You're gonna need white pencil for sure, black pencil for sure, and some colors that are the colors of your car. All right, so we're drawing this red car. I want a dark red that I'm going to go in here and just add some highlights. These sort of highlights are things that in the reflection of the car, it's stuff it would pick up in the distance. So I'm going to go in here and add a little bit of red. I'm going to throw in some dark here at the very bottom, and then some notes and lines that go along with places I've already done with marker. Alright, so add some dark. Then I'm going to go to my light one. I would even consider using maybe orange or yellow, a little bit warmer tone. And I'm going to go in here to some of the brighter areas and adding these. Also around your window lines, you're going to want to add the darker color. You could even do this with marker. This car is a little small, but if it were bigger, I would throw some red in wherever there's a bend or a crease or a division in the car body. So at these door lines, I would get a tiny bit of a hint where those red pieces are going to come together, especially around your wheel well like this. And again, you can't really notice it too much here, but if you look at this in person, you're going to see a lot more texture and a little bit of change in reflection of light here in the body of the car. All right, and your black pencil, this is important to know too, where those door lines are. You're going to want to enhance these just a little bit with your black pencil. Not too much, and very thin, and not uniform lines. Let it fade out a little bit. So like this. But don't just get down there and grind a line all the way through the car. Definitely all of your window stuff, throw a black line in around where the windows join together. Especially a lot of more futuristic designs are going to have a lot more window in them. Also with your rims, you know, as you begin to start on your rims, you want to throw a little black pencil in there around some of those parts, really help the pop. And if there's 3D elements to it, those are going to be important. This line around your wheel well before it hits the wheel, black pencil. Alright, so that's all the pencils you're honestly probably going to need. Those are just helping to pop some of the car. Some of this you can do with marker, some of it pencil, but if you have a really nice edge on it, get in there, pop some of those black lines where pieces of the car join together, like a door, hood, or another kind of intersection. And again, get your colors of the car, like your reds and a little darker and a little lighter reds, or whatever color your car is, and get in there and just add some texture around the lines. And imagine these are things that are reflecting in the car. So don't draw like a building or a car. You'll be tempted to want to draw things in these reflections. Don't do it. Just add swooping lines that sort of follow the curve of the car. Alright, and then lastly, your white pencil, which is really important. You're going to go up here and incorporate your white pencil into some of the darker areas. Like we're going to use this white pencil to create a highlight where the windows are. See how I'm doing that? And then we may want to throw it right along the horizon line and just a little bit at the bottom where the doors join together. Once you get a little more experience, you could even add some into this reflection area as well. Just throw a little texture in there. But it's really important for these parts where the tinted windows are. Really take a look and study some tinted windows, and you'll see that there's a lot of white lines, a lot of like bright slashes of white that are going to go through a car. You could also add a little bit to enhance your door edges, like that. And then when your rims are done, rims are a whole other thing, but you really want to practice drawing rims and look at how chrome looks, because white is going to be a pretty important factor in that. So those are most of the pencils you're going to want to use, black and white always, and then the colors of the car. Let's move on and talk about highlights using white paint. Let's go.